How's it going, y'all? Rowdy Riles back with another video. I scooped a bunch of those Walmart deals for birthday and Christmas stuff, so I snagged myself the Warlord Professor Xavier for $10. I mostly wanted that extra head sculpt for an updated Professor Xavier head sculpt, but we also get a bonus of the Warlord Shi'ar armor Professor Xavier. So yeah, snagged him for $10 on Walmart.com. Probably still up there at this point. So with all that being said, let's take a closer look at the box and we'll get this bad boy open. Taking a look at the box, you can see it says the Uncanny X-Men Warlord Professor X, and then we get some awesome artwork on that retro card. And it's not in a wave because it's a Walmart exclusive, so we just get a blurb and some render of the figure. Warlord Professor X. When the Starjammers and the X-Men join forces to return the Shi'ar throne back to its rightful leader, they're guided by her mysterious warlord, who reveals himself to be Professor Charles Xavier. So with all of that being said, surprise, motherfucker! So here is our Professor X Warlord out of the box. As you can see, he's on an updated pinless body. I think it's Sunfire. I'm not sure. It may be a different one. Let me know in the comments. I can't really tell. Well, maybe I can... One second. Can I take the cape off? Yeah, I can take the cape off. Yeah, it's the Sunfire body. So once again, we get another Sunfire. But the thing about Sunfire is if you put some capes on it, it's not always so bad. So there he is without his cape on. So you can see it's mostly plain as well. So good for customs if you wanted it for that. But it is mostly black based. And then we got some blue lines running up. And there is like a pink and gold variant, which is like inside the comic and not the cover art. So they're probably going to do a repaint of this figure as well. But for $10, you get that extra Professor X head sculpt, which I'm going to put on my Professor X that's in my display. So you get 2 for 1. He'll probably go up on my shelf somewhere too as well, because what else am I going to do with him? But yeah, cool figure, especially for $10. That head sculpt is nice as well. He's got that big shiny metal helmet, and you can see his face under there kinda. So yeah, cool figure, $10 at Walmart. So not a bad deal whatsoever. Checking out his height, let's say here, he stands at about 6 3/4 inches to the top of his spiky helmet. Going over the articulation, starting at the head, it goes forward that far and back that far to the side, because that cape, that big collar around the cape does get in the way. But you know, if it was off, he would have a bigger range of movement. Shoulders come up 90 degrees. We do get a bicep cut. We get double pinless elbows. We get an ab crunch, so forward and backward. We get a waist cut. Legs come forward to the side. Can he kick his own butt? Yes, he can, quite easily. We get a thigh cut and a boot cut, and of course, rockers down there at the feet. So at this point, Professor X is not in a wheelchair. He can walk, and he can do some cool poses like that one. So yeah. For accessories, we get 2 fists, just 2 plain black fists. So those are useful no matter what way you spin it. Always nice to have some plain hands. And then you get this extra Professor Xavier. Ugh. If I can hold it. This extra Charles Xavier head sculpt, which is pretty nice. It looks pretty good in my opinion. He's got like a kind of grid on there. There we go. That's better. I don't know if it's better or not. There we go. So yeah, you can see it's nicely painted. It's got the photoreal printing. So it is going to go on my... I keep bumping stuff. It is going to go on my wheelchair. Professor Xavier right here. I do have the hover chair way up top of my diorama. All the way up there. You can see it in the corner. There's not enough room on my shelf for it. So he just sits in a wheelchair for now. So yeah, let's get into comparison. First of all, here he is with our regular Charles with that new head sculpt, which looks quite lovely on him, if I might say so myself. And then also with Rogue and Gambit, who also have shiny new head sculpts. Here he is with the Hatat Zaraze and Captain America, Ben Grimm and Astonishing Wolverine, Moon Knight and Iron Man, and lastly, Astonishing Cyclops and Storm. So with all that being said, y'all, I will say that for $10, totally worth grabbing this Warlord. I mean, you get the extra head sculpt if you have Charles Xavier, or you can use it for this one even and have a different Charles Xavier. He's a cool figure. It's on Sunfire, but you can't really tell because of the cape. New sculpt for the cape and the head sculpts and all that stuff, so that's really cool. Walmart exclusive, so generally if they don't sell out, they're gonna get cut, like that Star-Lord, like this, like that Captain America, so it's good to wait on those. I know it's tempting to jump the gun, but I'm sure that retro card Venom will be cut at some point when they get extra stock in. I'm sure they'll drop the price, so sometimes it's worth waiting. So with all that being said, like the video, subscribe, comment, let me know how your day is going. If you grab this figure on that deal, just say hey, you know, do all that stuff. Check the Patreon, check the giveaways. Keep your head up, stay brave. I love you. I will see you next time, and bye-bye. Mwah.